Beautiful day, Patriots. How are you? Today is day 9 of the 88 step program. It's PM right now. It's towards the end of day 9 for me. I've been doing this series this time around at the beginning of the day, and today it's a late start. Let's say for sure it's dark. It's the end of the day. Now, I said that I'm going to use myself as the example throughout this whole process. And why do we do the 88 step program on a daily basis with a notebook? And the reason why is so that we can have goals in our life and focus on those on a daily basis and keep ourselves focused to achieve these goals. The other reason is to do this is to see what are some of the things that may or may not be helping or hurting us achieve our goals. Correct? Now, why am I doing this video on day 9 at the end of the day instead of the routine of doing it in the beginning of the day? Well, today was like any other day in every single person's life. They're different from others. That sounded weird. But anyways, today was a rough day. I suffer from migraines. And today I had a migraine all day. And it kept me very, very locked in a bed. My bed today. Which is ironic because the bed that, there's rumors that my bed arrives in another hour. And I will be sleeping on a new mattress tonight after sleeping all day, suffering from migraines. I won't even probably get in my bed tonight, which is great because I do have goals that I want to achieve, which is writing in a different notebook of the Bible, right? So I will most likely be able to do that tonight for many hours. It's funny thing about migraine suffering is once it breaks free, it breaks free. Just as fast as they start, they can stop. And it's a wonderful feeling when they stop. And as I was explaining yesterday, that we go through certain things for reasons. As I said, like when you're sitting on the TV, watching TV when you're feeling healthy, you wish you wouldn't do that when you were feeling sick. The very next day, what happens to me? I get a migraine and I'm sick and I can't do anything. And I look back and I'm like, oh, maybe I could have done more yesterday. You know what I mean? So tonight I will try a little bit harder to keep myself a little bit focused instead of doing kitty cat videos. I will be able to still achieve some of my goals. Now, this has all been a long-winded little section there. But what I want to talk about now is migraines. And it's not the subject of migraines. What I want to talk about is the individual, me or you, or anybody else in this world. As a matter of fact, every single person in this world suffers at some point in time in their life from ailments. Be it, you twist your ankle, or a toothache, or a headache, or a paper cut, or lemon squirted in your eye. You know what I mean? Now we can get into the more deeper ones of like surgeries, paralyzations, all kinds of terrible tragedies that happen to people in their life that then make you have to adjust from what you want to be doing every day to achieve your goals still. Correct? So migraines is something that I suffer with for the past 3 or 4 or 5 years. I believe it's a direct karmic cause why I suffer migraines is because I had a co-worker. She was a wonderful person, and she was a great worker, and she would at times at work just instantly be like, I've got a migraine and I can't do anything. And I wouldn't believe her and was mean to her and would say, get to work, just do it. There's no way you're suffering that bad. Just do it. Well, after I left that job, not too much longer, a year or two later, I started suffering migraines. The first one I got, I cried. I literally cried. It was so bad. I still suffer, maybe even worse, but the first time you don't know what's going on, and it's quite an amazing ride. Migraine sufferers know what I'm talking about. Now I do, instead of, teasing this person. So now one of the things happens is, since I've been suffering from migraines for the past few years, I've gone through different stages of it mentally. I get to the point now that I don't enjoy the pain at all. Never had. I doubt I ever would. But what I do enjoy is the ride now of the migraine. It's miserable. It's terrible. I suffer. I can't do many things. You can't even open your eyes sometimes. And the reason I enjoy it, or let's say I appreciate it. There we go. I appreciate it, and I'm grateful for my migraines. And the reason is because I will never, ever, ever again tease or say, not believe somebody else would be suffering from something like a migraine. And not only that, I have so much more compassion in my life to believe people when they sit there and say they suffer from a pain and ailment that I've never heard of or experienced or would get. What do you mean get? Just like, say, me being a man, I could never understand what women cramps are about, right? We all know that they're real, but as a man, I could never get them. But I can have way more compassion towards them now, because I sure wouldn't want to have to experience them to understand them. Like the migraines. I didn't believe or understand the pain that someone would suffer from them. I had to experience them myself to finally have compassion on somebody. And then have, the memories of how I was treating her. So it's, everything's connected. Now, one of the ways that helps me get through the migraines is that consciousness of, you are doing this because you have to be reminded that others suffer in ways that you don't know or understand. And have your ears open and your radar open so that you can hear other people's needs. When we're doing our goals, we need to be selfish. I need to be selfish of my time and not watch YouTube videos. I need to be selfish of my time so I can do my exercise, which I haven't done in 2 days now, again. This is about a 50-50 with that. And, oh gosh, I haven't even written a letter. I've only written 2 letters. So if you make too big of a list, you can make a lot of big pressure on yourself too, right? But these are 4 things that I want to key in on to keep my goals in focus. But if I'm only concentrating on myself, then like I said, I don't hear others in their time of need. By helping others, it does help us in that weird roundabout way, correct? So what I'm trying to say, my friends, is that it's to have your goals and to have your 88 days and to go through your steps. We do it repetitively, but there's always going to be something that will keep us from doing it periodically. Or we don't always achieve our goals every single day. We don't let them get us down. We remember that it's a process. And that it's really because we want to be more connected with God and His children. All glory to Jesus. We'll see you tomorrow on day 10.